In a quiet town nestled at the edge of tall, snow-dusted mountains, lived a humble quilt maker. Her quilts were unlike any other, woven with colors that danced like firelight and patterns that told stories. People said her hands stitched warmth and love into every thread. But she had one rule: she gave her quilts only to the poor and the needy, never for money, and never for power. Far away, in a grand palace of marble and gold, lived a king who had everything. He owned treasures from distant lands, rooms full of jewels, and toys made of silver and glass. Yet, he was never content. His heart felt empty, and laughter rarely echoed in his halls. One day, the king heard of the quilt maker's magical quilts and demanded one for himself. He rode to her mountain cottage with a parade of guards and gold. "I want your finest quilt," he declared. The quilt maker looked up from her sewing and said gently, "I give my quilts only to those in need. If you wish for one, you must give away all your riches." The king's face turned red with rage. "I am the king. You will obey me," he shouted. But the woman did not move. She returned to her stitching, calm and unshaken. Furious but intrigued, the king stormed off. Yet that night, he could not sleep. Her words echoed in his mind. So the next day, with a huff, he gave a small toy to a crying child. To his surprise, the child's joy filled him with something warm, something unfamiliar but good. So he gave away more. He visited orphanages, hospitals, and lonely towns. With each gift he gave, with each smile he received, his heart grew lighter, his step brighter. Over the years, the king gave away all his gold, all his castles, all his fine robes, until all he had left were the clothes on his back and a heart full of peace. He returned to the quilt maker, no longer a man of wealth, but a man of joy. Smiling, she welcomed him and wrapped him in a quilt unlike any other, soft as a cloud, warm as sunshine, and stitched with every kindness he had given. There, on a quiet mountain top, the former king rested, no longer rich in treasure, but rich in love, peace, and the happiness he had once thought gold could buy.